מה זה בורר? סלקשן. בורר זה לעשות סלקשן. בורר זה תמיד שני מינים אומרים את זה בזה, שבין שהם מיני אוכל, בין שאינם מיני אוכל, כלים או בגדים. זאת אומרת, כל דבר, הכוונה ככה, סלקשן, מה סלקשן? הכוונה, האמת היא ככה, בדרך כלל זה קצת קשה להבין למה שני בגדים אתה מפריד אותו. צריך להיות בורר שזה לטובת מין אחד.
כמו קרביים.
לא, זה לא, אני אומר, אוכל, אתה מוציא את הפסולת, from the food you take out the garbage, אתה מוציא את הפסולת מהאוכל, אתה עושה את האוכל יותר טוב. פה למעשה אתה לא עושה יותר טוב, אתה רק מפריד. אבל גם כן, בעצם הדבר שאתה מפריד, אתה מרוויח שכל אחד לבד, אז יש לך benefit. You have benefit as every kind is by himself. It's also like selection. למעשה זה לא כל כך selection, זה separate. לא selection, זה separate. Even you separate, אתה מפריד דברים, זה גם נקרא selection, זה מה שכאן החידוש. שני מיני אוכלים. השאלה גם בבגדים, יש אור שמח, אור שמח טוען, is not mixed. Big books, if you separate books, it's not selection, it's separate. כך הוא רוצה להגיד. דברים גדולים זה לא נקרא מעורב. אני אגיד לך מה הכוונה בדרך כלל, איזה מיני. If the mix garbage with food is became one like one kind, and you separate, so you separate the garbage, this makes a selection. But if you have clothing, you separate, it's not selection. ככה הוא לומד. דברים גדולים זה לא נקרא מעורב. Books, you take חומושים together with סידורים. And later you want to spread this, it's forbidden.
כמו, כן.
אסור לעשות את זה בשבת, אנחנו אומרים שאסור. אחרי התפילה, אדם שאוסף את כל הסידורים.
מה עשיתי?
אז מה אנחנו עושים? אז עושים ככה, לפעמים רק סידורים, אחרי כך רק חומשים. לא לקחת הכל ביחד, או שאתה שם הכל ביחד, mixed. You put in the cover mixed. אבל אם אתה לוקח את זה mixed, and later you separate, אנחנו אומרים שאסור. הוא שמח אומר לו, זה לא בוער. זה לא selection.
זה חלכה?
ככה הוא טוען. הוא שמח היה אדם גדול, ככה הוא טוען. אנחנו לא נוהגים כמובן, אנחנו מחמירים. אבל הטענה שלו, what he says, זה לוגי.
רק באוכל.
לא באוכל. ביג. למשל, יכול להיות לפי watermelon maybe watermelon with yellow melon, maybe according to his what he says is not mixed. It's separate, it's not selection. According to him, a pumpkin with watermelon, according to his opinion, is not mixed. כנראה ככה. טוב, אנחנו לא נגיד ככה, אבל מה שהוא אומר זה דברים של טעם. He say dry pairs. He bring dry pairs. Big dry pairs and little dry pairs. By him is two kind, different kind, because this for the baby and this for child. He say he's also not allowed to make. If you also male is separate, it's not selection.
No.
So it's big. Dry pairs. It's very big. It's not mixed. Maybe mix means like became like one thing. דבר אחד
כמו צ'ולן.
כמו צ'ולן, כן, כל דברים כאלה, אבל יכול להיות שאורנג' וגרייפרוט, יכול להיות שזה גם אותו דבר, according to his opinion. The separation is not selection. טוב, לא חשוב, אנחנו לא עושים ככה. No. Okay.
It is in general forbidden to separate.
What is word general?
בדרך כלל.
Generally.
In general. אותו דבר.
In generally.
In general or generally. אותו דבר. Forbidden to separate or sort out two kinds of articles which are mixed together. This is so no matter what the articles are, whether they are kinds of food, whether they are something other than food, such as utensils or clothes, or whether they consist of food mixed with something which one does not wish to eat. Selection is permitted if it is done in circumstances where it is considered to be in the course of the normal use of the article being selected. Selection is looked upon as being in the course of normal use if the following three conditions are all satisfied. 1. What one wishes to use is being separated from what one does not wish to use, as distinct from the reverse. And 2. The separation takes place by hand and not by means of an instrument designed for that purpose. 3. What is being separated is intended for immediate use and not for use at home at some time in the future. It is to be emphasized that what is important for the purposes of condition 1 is not whether what is being selected is usable, but whether one wishes to use it at that time. For example, if one has a dish containing a mixture of almonds and walnuts, then should one wish to eat just the almonds, one should pick them out from among the walnuts, but one may not remove the walnuts, leaving the almonds in the dish. On the other hand, should one wish to eat just the walnuts, it is they which must be removed from among the almonds. Similarly, when one has a pile of thick and thin napkins or diapers, if one wishes to use the thick ones, one may only select the thick ones from the pile, and if one wishes to use the thin ones, one may only select the thin ones. The prohibition against selection is applicable only if, two kinds of articles are mixed together, or two kinds of articles lie next to one another in such a way that one cannot draw a clear line between them. If they are quite separate from each other, the prohibition does not apply, and there is nothing wrong with removing either of them.
Dalit, this is paragraph 4, something very interesting. It says there are difference between if food lay on food or dust lay on the food. I don't recognize the difference. You can explain, maybe you understand this well? Look, psolet mamesh, garbage, I don't know, you say psolet, the garbage, or what to say garbage? Psolet, dalet, no.
Dalet. Nevertheless, where something usable is covered by something...
You say psolet not usable. The word,
no.
What is saying?
Where something usable is covered by something of a kind which is not normally used. The removal of the latter from atop of the former does involve the prohibition against selection, even if the two are not mixed together.
I don't know why. So, say.
However, where two kinds of articles, both of which are normally used, and lying one on top of the other without being actually mixed together, one may remove the upper articles in order to reach those underneath. The prohibition against selecting is transgressed only if one intends to make a forbidden selection, as where one removes a rotten fruit from among good ones, with a view to improving the general quality of what is left. The prohibition is not transgressed if it only transpires after the selection that what one has picked out is not in fact what he wants, as where one takes an item from a bowl or fruit with the object of eating it and subsequently discovers that it is rotten.
Which paragraph you are? You must speak more slowly because I don't understand. Not every word I recognize.
Vav.
Vav. Not slowly, still I understand.
The prohibition against selection is transgressed only if...
Must transgress belong?
לא, עבר.
עובר.
כן.
Transgress, this word I don't know what is it, what you say, transgress.
איך אומרים לעשות עבירה? איך אומרים?
לעבור.
לעבור? לעבור, it's not cross?
Okay, also, עבירה is also the same word. עבירה. Because you like, עבירה is you go over the border. Like you go over the border, what is it?
As transgress is to לעבור. Masechu.
עבירה, כן.
Transgress. Only if in circumstances where this is not permitted, one actually brings about the selection of what one does not want from what one does want, and vice versa, the other way around. The prohibition is not transgressed if the process of selection or separation would in any case take place by itself, without human interference, as where a bottle of liquid is placed in an upright position, so that sediment or dregs which were settling on the side now settle to the bottom. Zain. We have seen as...
Look what he say. He say to peel is also belong to the halacha. The Mishnah will say also, but the Meiri, he say peel is not selection. Peel is another work. No, it's not selection. When you peel the, but he says, the Mishnah Berurah say also, if you peel the fruit, you must do it before the meal, not long time before the meal. But by me, it's a very big chiddush. Selection is to peel something is also belong to selection. I don't understand why it belongs to selection. So the Meir say if you cut something for one piece, like if you take the fat of the meat, or you cut the rotten place, according to this, he says no selection. But then we say not also. He say even if you cut, when you cut the rotten part from the fruit, it also must be like the all over walls.
We have seen, and we shall see in more detail later, that whenever selection is permitted on Shabbat, it must be done for immediate use, whether it consists of one picking what one wishes to use out of what one does not wish to use. Removing the peel or shell from fruits, vegetables, or other foods, or sorting different objects according to their type. B. It is irrelevant whether the selection is made, one exclusively for one's own immediate use, 2. For one's own immediate use together with that of others, 3. Solely for the immediate use of the other people, or 4. For the immediate use of an animal.
Even himself not any benefit, he made it for something else.
If one has transgressed the injunction against selection, one should consult the rabbi, since it may be forbidden to use what one has selected or left.
Because everything was the Shabbos made something what is Isur D'Oraisa, even without knowing is forbidden.
Since it may be forbidden to use what one has selected or left, if one would thereby be benefiting from an activity which is prohibited on Shabbat. Selecting what is required from what is not required. As already mentioned, one should pick out what is required from what is not required and not the reverse. This is so even if there is more of what one wants than of what one does not want, and it would be easier to remove the latter from the former. Good. One is in breach of the prohibition against selection, even if one removes only part of his unwanted matter and leaves the remainder behind.
It's what they say, if you take bones out, according to me, it's not selection, it's a separate that you cut.
Uh, 11. One must be careful when preparing food on Shabbat, not to remove the bones from fish or meat. 2. Consequently, if one wishes to prepare pickled or salted herring for serving to guests, or for kiddush, or for the third Shabbat meal, one should either remove the bones before Shabbat, or else serve the food with the bones in. B. There is nothing wrong with putting meat or fish into one's mouth while it is still on the bone, and removing the bone from one's mouth after chewing off the meat of the fish, meat or fish. There is
Not comfortable for you.
if this is not practicable or convenient, one can either hold the bone and eat the meat or fish of it, use one's fork to remove the meat or fish from the bone, and not of course the other way around. While it is still on the plate, even if in order to do this one holds the bone on the blade with one's hand or with one's knife. Hold the bone in one hand and pull the meat.
Look what I tell you, what the teacher's patent, what is he don't remember, he don't say this, but he can tell you. A fly fall in the cup. He say, take with something else.
Mm-hmm.
They say better, put the spoon under the fly and remove the cup. This is the better. Like what you say here, you hold the bone and you take the meat.
Okay.
So you understood what I tell you?
לא, איך?
אתה לוקח כוס,
כן.
אתה שם the spoon under the fly, and you remove the cup. And this stay in you, and you know the way. You understand why? Because I take the food. I don't take the fly, I take the food. I remove the food. הבנת מה שעשינו?
כן, הבנתי.
So you made also in the bones. You hold the bones and you take the meat. Also you can't take the seed for the food and you take the food away. You hold the seed and you take the food away.
הבנת?
That's what they say here. The same way what they say here. You hold the bones with a knife or with a hand and you take the meat. You can do the same in many cases.
כן, פעם אכלתי, איך אומרים, ביץ'?
ביץ' זה סלק.
לא, ביץ', אפריקוט.
פיץ'.
כן, יש...
כן, סיד.
גדול, אז... I split it in two.
כן.
ופתחתי את זה ולקחתי את
flesh from the meat.
And I took the fruit away from the stump.
Very good. כן.
If this is not practical or convenient, one can either hold the bone and eat the meat of or fish of it, use one's fork, use one's fork to remove the meat or fish from the bone.
Fork is not a vessel. It's not selection vessel. This is a vessel for eating, not for selection. Because this you made to use the fork and the knife, because cutlery is not selection instance.
While it's still on the plate, even if in order to do this one holds the bone on the plate with one's hand or with one's knife. So you hold the bone in one hand and pull the meat or fish off it with the other, notwithstanding that one will be left holding in one hand a bone stripped clean of meat, or 4. Remove each bone if there is more than one, separately, provided that one sucks it before throwing it away.
This halacha Chazonish don't like it. Say because you make the rest good. even you take the bond with to squeeze, yes, to use the bond. Say, your meaning is to leave the rest good. Say better not to do it. Couldn't Chazon, you don't like it. You say, oh, because even you take with meat, it's all, because this I told you the fly, even you take with liquid that are in the cup, you say better to do in another way what I told you. Also here, better not to do so. Allah, continue. You say you're made to take everyone by himself. If nimtzotz, I don't know the word nimtzotz or to nimtzotz. The name of the nimtzotz.
Suck?
No, to eat. You put the bond in motzetz. Like the baby.
Sucks.
Sucks. How you say?
Suck. To suck.
Suck. Sucks.
Before throwing it away. 12. If one is unable to adopt any of the methods suggested in the previous paragraph, as in the case of fish containing many small bones, many authorities agree that the bones may be removed together with a little of meat or fish attached to them. There are, however, authorities who take a stricter view.
So because what is the difference between the first paragraph, what you say? Because here you take to eat. Here you take to remove, to make clean the food, the rest. This is what you say, but I told you better in the case of this is, he says Chazon Ish maybe agree in the first paragraph. He debated this paragraph. He say if you take to sack, is maybe according to what he believes that Chazon Ish agree with this. I was mean that the Chazon Ish not agree with this. Because I know in Poland they make this pattern. In Poland they taught me how to make, because he don't mention this pattern. To put the spoon in the cup and you remove the cup. Uriah, Kadima. Bram, but
despite what we have stated above, there are some who are in the habit of removing bones from fish or meat in the normal way on Shabbat, and they have rabbinical authorities to support them, but if this is done, it should only be done in the process of eating and not before. Despite what we have stated above, 14. Should the food on one's plate contain bones which have no meat on them, it is forbidden to take them out, unless one intends to suck them as soon as they have been removed. Even if they contain marrow, they should be left where they are until the end of the meal. It is extremely interesting to note that the long-established custom of eating gefilte, fish on Shabbat, avoids all of the problems and doubts mentioned in the last few paragraphs, and bears witness.
I'm not sure the custom started by halacha reason or to save money reason, because when you make gefilte fish, you put much bread inside. So poor people like it more because it's not pure fish. It's at least 20% is bread. So you can give much more portions. But it could be started the reason to save money. Because in the Sfard custom never knows this. Or it could be another reason. You know, the gefilte fish is Ashkenaz food. The Sfard people in the beginning they don't like it. It was disgusting. The gefilte fish, but slowly they became also tasty for they also. Everything, if you're regular, is good. You're not regular, it's strange for you. It's could be the, because why? By the Sfardim, Uriah, listen. The Sfardim believe that you made to take out the bone before you put in the mouth, but we don't do it. Look what they say. Kafachaim, listen, Uriah. They say so. Take the bones and put it in the mouth. This is a Sfard custom because this may they not have gefilte fish. Could be this is the reason they don't have the gefilte fish because they say if you take the bones soon you put in the mouth, you may to do it. But the Ashkenaz custom is not so. We learn is also forbidden because this we made the gefilte fish. I want to say what happened that the difference between the Ashkenaz custom and the Sfard custom. We know we have gefilte fish, they not have gefilte fish because according to the halacha. But us it's forbidden to do so, but it is permitted. So they don't need gefilte fish. You can take the bone soon, but they put in the mouth. Uriah, Kadima, continue.
Should the food on one's plate contain bones which have no meat on them, it is
what you say? You mean watermelon, no? 16.
No. 14.
You say bones without meat.
Okay. 16. Putting a piece of watermelon containing seeds into one's mouth and afterwards removing the seeds from one's mouth.
He says this is the best to do.
In no way involves an infringement of the prohibition against selection.
I don't know why you made to do it. I don't understand what the difference between bones and seeds. You say you may shake it. I don't understand why. What is different when you take out the bones or you shake the seeds out? I don't know. Only if it's a part of the food. This is what could be, but the bones is also part of the food, of the meat. See, this halacha I never understood. He say it, Rabbi Yonzibah say also it's permitted to shake the watermelon so you throw away the seeds. I don't understand why. Maybe you can help me to understand what's the difference between bones and seeds what are inside the watermelon. You can't say me, you find it different. Maybe because you shake is not a regular way, because you take with the fingers. Could be because if you shake it, it's not the way to do it. If you want to take out,
it won't come out.
It can come out, not too much, but a little from the seed fall down. If you shake strong with power, you can shake many seeds. Not all, but what is more close to the outside, it will fall out.
If one does not wish to do this, one may shake the seeds. Those who are accustomed to remove the remainder of the seeds which are still attached to the watermelon have a halakhic authority to support them.
I don't understand why you say it. You may take the seeds from what's the difference? I don't understand. In the notes by me, he explained it. You want by you ever notes to explain what the difference? You want to say what the difference? by me he say, I see, I will tell you what he say. He says, so why is better to do, because what is the difference between the bones of the fish? Because he say, then you can, you can do, explain it?
Can.
So, very important for me to read it. He say because in the watermelon you don't can hold the seeds because this say because the watermelon you don't can hold the seeds because this you made to do it. No, big chidush baby. Good.
Some fruits, such as most plums and peaches, contain pits, which when removed do not come away clean, but have pieces of fruit still attached to them. When eating a fruit of this kind, it is permissible to take out the pit with one's hand.
Yes, that's what you done with the peach.
Other fruits, such as apricot and medlar, have pits which separate from the flesh and come away clean when removed. When eating a fruit of this kind, it is better to open it in a such way that the pit will drop out by itself, or to remove the fruit from the pit rather than the reverse. Some authorities allow the removal of the pit from the fruit with one's hand in this case too, so long as it is done at the actual time of eating. A fruit pit which is no longer in the fruit is not fit for either human or animal consumption and has no remains of fruit attached to it, is classed as muktzeh. However, it is permitted to move such a pit while separating it from the fruit in a way described above or while taking it out of the flesh. An insect which has fallen in the food or drink may not be extracted by itself either by hand, by means of an instrument, or by blowing it out. One may remove an insect either by pouring it out together with some of the liquid into which it has fallen, or by taking it out together with a little of the food.
I told you to do better what he says. So the best. So the best. I don't understand why I don't bring it. This patent was made in Poland. One of Polish guy told me this is the patent. This is so simple. I liked it very much because it's very simple.
הרב כתב ספר על הבורא?
לא ספר, pamphlet. For 50 years ago. For 40 בטח, 40 years removed. אני כתבתי פעם הרבה דברים. אבל לא, עכשיו אני עושה את ההוראה. טוב, אני אלך לעבוד עכשיו.